Hey fellas, welcome to the show. This is Monday's show that's going to be up early. See, first question. Safety. Yo, Supreme, I finally started hitting the clubs again. In all the years you went out to the clubs, did the worries of getting beat up or worse, getting shot ever cross your mind? Because I don't want somebody to randomly jump me or shoot me. This is from a black man. Okay, not a white dude. Just kind of surprised me. Do I look like I would ever have to worry about something like that? I used to bounce also, and I studied martial arts, boxing. I know how to defend myself. Okay, so the thought of actually getting beat up has never crossed my mind. But when I was training the white guy friend that I had, I was worried about him, and I had to teach him how to be around other black people. Like he had some issues going on, so I had to tell him don't look down at don't look at black men like this, up and then down at the crotch and then back up, because that will start some fights. So I was worried about during that time period. Other stuff, I was worried about him getting beat up because he's not the most masculine man on the face of the planet. He's down there at the very bottom of masculine energy. So I was worried about other guys fucking with him. So I was always looking out for watching his back. That's why I say go hunt alone, because after I stopped going to the clubs with him, my game was so much easier and more relaxed, and I had more fun. I didn't have to stress. Also, I worried about him getting hooked up because I was always trying to hook him up with girls. Like I helped him meet a sister at this outdoor music event, and all these other places. I always helped him get laid. So that's the only fear that I ever had was, unfortunately, I kept running a situation where women didn't like him. That kind of pissed me off a lot of times. Like there was one white chick that said she had never been with a white man before, and I talked her into sleeping with him. So, because I don't like that kind of stuff where girls choose not to date their own race. Like I don't like it in sisters, I don't like it in white chicks. That's racist to me. Against your own race. That's some weird self-esteem shit going on. But getting jumped, hell no. One thing I noticed is that weak men, they worry about stuff like that, Zen. They worry about getting beat up. Nerds worry about getting beat up or shot or some shit like that. So you're black. You should fit right in to wherever you're going. You shouldn't have any problems. It's your fear that will bring it to you. If you walk in there look like a punk, thug brothers will smell you out. Okay? And that's what will start some problems. They'll fuck with you. And that's about it. That's if you go into black clubs. Question on building muscle with infomercial products. I'm not familiar with them. Insanity, Rush Fit. I am a little bit familiar with PX90. Get to the gym. Okay? Get to the fucking gym. PX90 is a great workout program if you want to lose weight and get toned. I don't see any bulking going on there. Never heard of it. If you're one of those weak motherfuckers, I don't think you are. They're banana, but weak motherfuckers, they don't want to go to the gym. They're intimidated by the big men there. The big scary dudes. And they're worried about getting beat up and shit like that, or getting punked out in the gym. Take your bony ass to the gym. Get up under the iron. Period. Because that's where you'll become like the rest of them. And you'll be surprised. They'll help you out. Mellow. Hey, thanks for the advice, player. Again. Anyways, the reason I asked was to get your opinion if asking something like that is awkward. Okay. If you start getting fear in yourself, Mellow, then you're going to kill your game. See, you had fear. And here's what I did that helped me out a lot. I knew I was black, and people don't know how to take black folks, so I use that to my advantage. Like gays. They know the fact they're gay, so they'll say anything. Okay, they'll flame out and just fag out in front of you, and and because they're gay, so they think they can get away with it, so they do it. I did the same thing. People saw me as black. They don't know what black folks will say. They don't know, you know. So I'll say all kind of shit. All right. So you can adopt the same thing. I found it actually works. It's what you have in your mind that will stop you, and that will cause other people to question you also. But if you do it without that block in your head, it won't question you. College, yo, player supreme. My name is Solomon. I hope you're not the Solomon off of So Simp. There's one brother over there named Solomon over there that I called Sold Out Man and a bunch of other shit. Anyway, yeah, it really creeps me out. I just said last night on one of my podcasts, it really freaks me out. I mean, it really freaks me out when there's a black man that's all sucked up into the PUA stuff. That robotic shit. We're not a robotic race. So why sell out and suck up? Anyway, let's go on here. And I wanted to ask you a question or two so that you can help me out. I go to a military college in Georgia called North Georgia College and A&S State University, and pretty much I have a lot of friends that are girls. And they know I'm one of the few black guys there, and I'm 6'5". You have a great height on you. You can use that to your advantage. And yes, height does rule in the game too, fellas. Good looks and height go together. If you got them both, you slam it. If you got just the height, and you could be ugly, because I knew one guy who was a Mac, and I seen his $50,000 check and the sports car this female got for him. And he looked like if you ever seen the old movie, The Hills Have Eyes, he looked like a black version of that creepy guy in there with the ears. Anyway, thing is, though, I can never tell when they're just being friendly, or if, well, okay, we can stop right here. Ask them out. That's it right there. Ask them out. Hey, let's go to coffee, or let's go to dinner. You know, do a dater thing, but basically ask them out, and you'll see how far the interest goes, and that'll solve that shit right there. You give me your Google profile, but I don't know what that's to do with that. It doesn't come up. I guess you want me to look at you. Plus, you once said people to tell what people are like or something through their profile or something. Here's my Facebook profile. Okay, the profile that you gave me didn't come up. Let me try it on my other browser. I'm not sure what I can do with that information. I'm kind of skimming your email to me, because your situation is that you're insecure about yourself. Okay, you're biracial. That's another good thing you got going for you, for the sisters out there. And 6'5", yeah. I don't know what you want to do with this, but let's go back to the emails. Let's see what you got here. All right. More than likely, they're probably into you, judging by your looks. So start asking these females out. All right, the reason why I asked about white women. I'm in New York. Oh, okay. Too many simps here don't get these bitches in check. As you said, if the pimp ain't feeling the environment, go to greener pastures. Any recommendations would greatly appreciate it. The bitches are too stuck up here. I've never been to New York. I've never been back east, so I have no recommendations for you. Every city I have been to, I have no problem pulling white chicks. Okay? No problems. All right. Thanks, Supreme. Hey, Supreme, I had seen your past show on dress and how important it is. The last day of school, I wore a suit. Why would you wear a suit the last day of school? Like the mafia with a hat as well. Okay. In class, all the girls that had never even looked at me started dancing in front of me when the music was playing. They looked at me and they were smiling at one another, sat next to me and said that I looked good. Everywhere I went with that suit, all the girls noticed me. I fucked up at the time and didn't approach. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for all your advice and have been saving money to buy your 7 steps in about a month when my final exams are over. Just a question about your 7 steps. Does the 7 steps include your dance program? That's separate. That is separate. They're separate products. Okay, betrayed by emotions. Hey, we all get betrayed by emotions at A or T's. He writes, Hi Supreme, first of all, excuse me for my bad English and thanks for all your videos and time. I want to ask you something that I'm not sure you've talked about. The thing is that I feel I am controlled by my emotions. At some point, I'm afraid I am too emotional. Oh, that's not good. And I'm not sure if it's genetic. Maybe my amygdala amygdala is too sensitive. Okay. So do you know any methods to bring, meditation. It worked for me. It really does help. I work out. I'm on my way to quit jacking off, which, by the way, I don't do it that often, but for some reason I believe that that's the reason for my nervous instability. I'm not sure about that, but meditation will definitely help you. Okay? There's good meditation stuff here on YouTube. Just search for it. How do I tell her? What's up, Supreme? What's up, Tigger? How's it going, big dog? It's going good, brother. I have a question about one of my girls that I've been seeing for about 9 months, and everything seems to be going just great, but I have one problem that's been bugging me a lot. The first time I met her, she was very attractive, and we shared a lot, much chemistry together, but lately she's been eating constantly and gaining a lot more weight than when we first met. Okay, I don't want to come off as a jerk, okay, but you do have the right to say something to her. You know, you're her friend also, so, warn her. How can I tell her she needs to lose weight? You got to sit down and have that talk. Say, hey, baby, I've been noticing that you've been eating a lot and you're starting to gain some weight. I'm concerned about you. Is everything okay? That's enough to trigger it right there for her to realize. When women get comfortable in a relationship, they do get fat. Jovina.
Yes.
Come here. Anyway, they do gain weight.
I'm trying to put my makeup on.
Yeah. Walk over here for a second.
Okay.
Jovina, when I met her, she would go back there, go to the back, go to the back, go to the back, back up, go back, go back, go back.
Well, your chair is in my way.
She was a size 8'10". Turn around. Turn around, turn around. Now she's a little bit bigger. Go on, put your makeup on. She's gained a few pounds. That's what happens when women get into a relationship. They gain some weight. She gained it because I gained it, though. She never would have gained the weight if I hadn't gained the weight. I got to admit that. It was kind of a sympathy thing. Sympathy weight. She just said this morning, maybe I should have got some grief counseling for when my little brother died, because my nephew Josh, I added him to my Facebook, and there was photos of my little brother on there, him out camping and stuff like that, and I couldn't look at him. I had to close the computer. What I did was I buried the shit instead of dealing with it. I buried it and kept stepping and act like it didn't bother me. So speaking of emotions, that's what caused me to gain my weight. I just ate for comfort. But I'm on the way back down now, so I'm feeling good. Can't do anything about this baby face. I'm 52 years of age. I look like a child sometimes. That's why I always got to, when I get around my own peer group, I have to mention my grandkids so they know that I'm the same age. Or I let the gray grow in, and that kind of says something right there. But when I shave, shit. It doesn't work. And having a baby face can be an advantage, but it can also be a disadvantage. If my face was leaner, then it would look more handsomer, I guess. The cleft chin thing would be back, but it would still make me look young. That's why at 40, people thought I was 29. I was dating a girl that was 24, actually in her early 20s at the time. And I was just going through some of my Burning Man material, because about 41, I worked for Channel 6, went to Burning Man, and filmed this shit. So I've been putting that stuff on my site. If you're on the site, that's why I'm putting it up there, to show you what I was like back then. You see how aggressive I was towards women in some of those clips. Peace, fellas.